YouTube. What is going on? Hey, this is 24 Hour Boss, and I am live right now. And I wanted to just do this video talking about not abandoning your community, or in other words, get support. And I wanted to just share some important information about getting the support you need. And I wanted to just read a note from my journal. And for those who don't know, I did publish a journal that's available on YouTube. I published this on YouTube, and it is, I call it the Creator's Journey, a journal for creators. And so I wanted to just share just some, some insight and just encouragement about getting support and why it is vital to get support. But first, I want to just, like I said, I want to read this note from my journal. And I'm actually going live from the YouTube app. And this is probably my first time going live from the YouTube app. So I got to get used to this little platform. But I'm using my phone, but I'm on the YouTube app. But I wanted to just share some insight about getting support. And I wanted to just read a note. Actually, this is from September, from my journal that I wrote. And it states, get support. Don't forget to join groups in your niche. Network and collaborate with other creators. You'll be surprised how much this will encourage you. And then I have just a scripture reference, which states, iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. And that's Proverbs 27:17. So I wanted to just talk about the importance of getting help. And it is very vital that we get the help and the support that we need. For one, we can't do this by ourselves. And I think it's important that we understand that we cannot do this by ourselves, right? It was John Donne who wrote the poem, A Man is Not an Island, right? Or No Man is an Island. And it's pretty much saying that, we don't do so well when we isolate ourselves, or, when we try to do things by ourselves. Even God himself, when he created Adam, he stated, it's not good that man is alone. And so we don't do good when we are by ourselves. So it's important that we get the support that we need, because it's vital. But again, we can't do these things by ourselves, right? We need to get others to help us, because, as I even state on my journal, the race, it's not a sprint, it's a journey. And we can easily burn out if we try to do things by ourselves. We try, we don't seek the help that we need. But not only that, when you get ready to start something, one of the first things that's going to happen internally is, you'll start to feel like you'll start having the doubt. You'll start getting the negative thoughts where, I don't know if I can do this, right? So you start to fight against yourself internally, but then you may notice that some that are close to you, that you may think will support you, you may not get that support, and that's okay. And let me say that that's okay, because what you also have to understand is that Everybody don't have your ambitions. They don't have the drive that you have. They don't have the mindset or the goals or even the know-how, the expertise. So they don't see it like you see it. So it's okay in a sense, right? And we shouldn't take it personal. It's okay that they are not supporting us, and that's just something that comes with the territory. So again, you're going somewhere that they don't see. You see it differently. So that's one thing we have to understand, right? So when we think about this, we can't get let that be a personal thing for us, right? We can't allow that to be a personal problem that we're not getting that close support that we thought we would get. So that's okay. But we have to understand that we do need to find those communities and those groups that will support us, right? So I just want to share just some thoughts on this. So here are some benefits of getting support and joining groups and communities that can help you, right? So one of the things that can help you is that, and I want to make sure that I am live. Doesn't, oh, no, I am live. Okay. I just want, I wanted to verify that I was live. I couldn't tell. It looks like I went to my channel and it looked like I wasn't live. So again, I want to thank those who are watching. If you're watching this video, go ahead and like this video. Also, you can share this video. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Help 24 Hour Boss as we build our subscribers on the YouTube streets, as some would say. But so again, I want to give you just some streets, some notes. As to, let me turn that down because I don't want to get a echo. All right. So here are some notes as to why, or some benefits, I'll say, as to why it's important that we get support and why we should join groups and communities, right? So one of the things that it can help with is it will help build or give you inspiration. Not only that, but it will build morale, right? So joining various groups, maybe they're online, maybe they're in your local city, but joining local groups will help build and build your morale. Not only that, but it will give you inspiration to keep going. So again, remember, it's not a sprint, it's a journey, right? So you need that support because there are times where you are going along and you feel like things are not working, right? I've started maybe this business, or I decided to jump out there to become this creator. And now it just seems like nobody's watching, nobody's liking my content. It doesn't seem like anything is working that I do, right? And so there are times where you may feel like a failure, right? It's not the case, but this happens. But that's why it's so important. One of the things that this will help with, when you get that discouragement, when you feel like quitting, this is what joining other communities, right? People that speak your language. If you're a creator, you need to go join other creator groups. I don't know if you're a realtor, you need to go join other realtor groups. They speak your language, right? If you're a chef, you need to go join other chef groups, people that speak your language, because these are the people that can help you, to overcome maybe some of the hurdles that you're faced with currently, on your journey. So this is one of the things that it can help you with, right? Joining these groups. So they can help give you that inspiration that you need, right? Give you that encouragement that you need when you do feel like giving up, because let's just be honest, it does happen, right? It does happen where, excuse me, let me turn this down. It does happen, right? Where, you feel like quitting. You feel like giving up because we don't know it all. And that's why I'm saying, this is why I'm stressing it is so important that we not try to do this by ourselves, right? Getting that support, right? That's the note that I read, from my journal, to get support, get the support that you need. So this is one of the benefits of joining groups and communities, right? It'll give you inspiration. Not only that, but it can boost morale. Okay. And you'll get the support you need. Also, what this will do is it will help to feed your mind and your ambitions. Again, it's going along with, people that speak your language, right? So it's important, that we feed our minds, right? We need to be doing all we can to learn and perfect our craft, right? That's reading books, that's watching videos, right? Watching tutorials or even taking courses. But joining these groups and these communities, it will also help, reinforce feeding your mind and your ambitions. Because again, not a sprint, but a journey. And again, there are times you don't have those answers, right? So joining these communities and these groups, whether it be online or offline, right? Local in your city, there are people in these groups that'll help feed those ambitions, those inspirations, right? There are some that that know more than us, and that's why it's so important we get in those environments, because you'll be connecting with people that maybe are on your level, but there's going to be some, I guarantee there'll be some that are maybe higher than your level, right? That can help pour into you, that can help mentor you. So that's another benefit of joining groups and getting the support that you need, right? And again, I want to say thanks to those watching. If you're watching this video, go ahead and like this video so that others can find this video. And also it will help support our channel. So that's one of the easiest things you can do for our channel is go ahead and like this video. And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe to the channel. All right. So another benefit of this, which I already stated, is you get support from people that speak your language. So again, when you start something, it seems like, and sometimes it's a shock, but it shouldn't be a shock, that it seems like those that are outside of your circle, they are the ones that give you that most support, right? That shouldn't be a shock, but it does happen. So again, don't take it personal, but joining these groups and these communities, you'll get that support from people that speak your language, right? They talk what you talk. They talk that creative talk. They talk that real estate. If you're an attorney, they talk, that legal advice, they do all of those things, right? Maybe, I don't know, maybe you got a podcast, you're trying to start a podcast. Well, we're joining other podcasters, right? Other groups that talk about starting podcasts. You'll get so much information, so much feedback, so much support. Where to start, starting from point A to all the way to Z, right? You'll get people that speak your language. And that's why it's so important to join these groups and these communities, because you'll also get people that speak what you speak. Again, don't allow yourself to be shocked that those closest to you don't speak that, because again, they're not headed where you're headed. Not only that, but you're on a different spectrum than they are. You're trying to be your own boss, maybe, right? You're trying to get to maybe entrepreneurship, and maybe they're not, which is okay. But that's why they don't understand like you stump. They don't have the drive that you have. So you just got to keep going and get into those channels, those groups that are speaking your language, right? So that's another benefit of it, right? You get to get that support from people that speak the language you speak. They talk the definitions or the terminology in your niche. And that's what you need. You need others that are speaking what you speak. Okay. Another benefit of joining these groups is networking. And this is so vital. This is so important, right? That we network, that we connect with others. I started out talking about how that it's not good. You know, I read the poem, or the poem that John Donne created, "No Man is an Island," and you know, it's like I started out saying, he's basically saying that we don't do very good when we try to do things by ourselves. So it is so important that we network and connect with others, and this is what connecting and joining these groups, this is one of the things, one of the benefits, one of the great, I'll say one of the best benefits of joining these groups and communities. You get to meet other people that are dealing with some of the same issues you're dealing with. They're facing some of the same problems that you're facing. But again, also, you'll get to meet people maybe that are on a higher level than you are, and they can help you to overcome some of those setbacks, some of those issues, some of those problems that you're dealing with, right? So it's important that you network and connect with these people, because that's going to give you the leverage, right, that you need. You know, you got a face and a person that you can actually talk and connect to. You know, somebody maybe that you can call, somebody maybe that you can email, somebody that you can text or email, or even maybe y'all are in a group together, right? And this is online or offline, right? I encourage you to connect and network with others, right? Online and offline. You'll be well, you may not be surprised, but it feels so good to be able to connect with other people that are trying to push you along. You know, those that are clapping for you, right? Those that are applauding, you know, your efforts, even when you feel like your efforts are failing, right? Or it's just not looking good, or you just, you know, you just feeling beat. It's good to connect with those people that will help you, and you know, you'll be able to connect with people, like I said, that speak your language, and that can support you, and that can encourage you and keep you going. So networking is vital, right? You get to meet other people, right? And one of the great things, like doing lives, right, and connecting with other creators, you know, if they have a platform, right, they can bring you on their platform, right? And you could be a guest on their platform, right? And you can share some of your expertise, or both of y'all could be on the platform talking about maybe some of your failures or some of the setbacks that y'all had to overcome, right? And that's one of the great things. I know a lot of people don't like doing lives, right? But that's one of the great things about networking. You get to connect with other people that think like you think and feel like you feel. And I'll say this too, and we talked about this in the webinar that I had for creators. It was that, and actually it was Charlton Lewis of Just Teach. He stated, and it's so true, that everybody needs a YouTube channel, right? So you got to embrace video. I'll go off on this little small tangent and get back to the notes here, but you got to embrace video, because people need to be able to find you. But, and I've even told my wife this, that even if you don't have a podcast, you need to be preparing yourself to that day when maybe somebody wants to talk to you about what it is that you do, or maybe the product or the service that you provide. And maybe it's great. Maybe whatever it is that you do is great. But what happens when somebody they want to talk to you, right? They say, hey, you know what? You got this great product. I want to bring you on my show as a guest to talk about your product, right? But if you're not preparing yourself for this, then what are you going to do? Right. So that's why I state that, hey, I agree. I'll say I agree. Like Mr. Lewis said, everybody needs a YouTube channel. But not only that, you need to prepare yourself for that day when somebody maybe wants to bring you on their platform. Right. And you don't have to have a podcast, but you need to be able to communicate what it is that you do. Right. And so this is very important with networking with others. Right. Because they can help give you that encouragement. They can help give you that confidence. It can help build up your self-esteem, right? Because a lot of times we do things and it's like we feel like we don't do it as good as maybe somebody else, because we love to compare ourselves to others. But that's why it's so important to network, because people can hear you and they can see what you're doing. They can say, man, you really onto something. Right. But a lot of times we criticize ourselves. You know, we are our biggest critics, and we really have to stop it. So again, we just got to embrace video. Right. We got to embrace it. and accept it and be ready, because somebody one day is going to want to talk to you about what it is that you do. So you got to prepare yourself for that day. But networking is one of those things that can help you, because you can network with people that can pull the best out of you, right? So that's another reason as to why it's important to get the support we need and join these communities and these groups, right? Online or offline. So that is. And so I have one more note that I want to add, but I want to say again, thanks to all of those who are watching. If you're watching this, please like the video, share the video. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe to the channel so that others can find our channel. And that's one of the best things that you could do for our platform, is just like the channel and support. You can also give a comment. If this video is helping you, or if you feel, this video has helped you, leave a comment down below. So my last note that I want to leave about the benefits of getting the support and joining groups is, and I kind of talked about it already, is the experience, help, and mentorship that you can get. So again, joining a community and a group, online or offline, there's going to be people of different levels in these groups, right? So who knows, you could get into that group and you could find somebody that will offer mentorship for free, right? For you, whatever it is that you're trying to do. Maybe they offer free coaching, or maybe a discount to their coaching service. But you won't get to experience that unless you get involved in these groups and in these communities. So it's vital and it's beneficial that you join these groups, because you can get the mentorship that you need. Again, none of us knows it all. There are going to be times where you got questions. There's going to be times where you don't have the answers and you're going to be going to Google. Or there are times when you say, man, I want to talk to somebody face to face. Well, this is why it's important to join these groups and communities. The networking, like I just stated before, it's vital that you connect with somebody that can help you. Maybe somebody that knows more than you know, so that you can get maybe some quick answers that you need to some problems that you're faced with. So that's one of the best benefits, right? You get experienced help. Somebody that's been where you're at when you feel like quitting. There's somebody that's going to say, hey, you know what? No, don't quit. I've been where you're at. What you need to do is this. You need to do A, B, C, and D. Or maybe you need to start here versus trying to do everything, right? But that's one of the benefits of joining these groups and communities, right? And getting the support you need, is that you can find somebody with experience and somebody that can mentor you. And again, that is very vital, right? Again, you're dealing with people that have been where you are, right? So that's pretty much it as far as the notes or the topics that I wanted to address, or the benefits, I'll say, as to why it's important that you join different groups and communities and get the support you need. I'll say this, that my wife and I had the opportunity to be in this conference this past weekend, and it was awesome. It was amazing. It had great speakers, and it was great. But we got to, like I've stated in this live, I got to network and connect with some people. I got to meet some people that are on a higher level than I am, that have been where I'm at. Again, there are times when you feel like things aren't working as good as you would like them to work, or you feel like I'm the only one going through this, and you get to meet people that have experienced that. You get to see these people speak on stage, and they're telling their stories of how they face failure, they face rejection. One of the speakers that spoke at the conference was Ann Biller, and she is the founder of Annie Ann's Pretzels, and she had such an amazing story and an amazing speech. It was great. And one of the best things that I loved about her speech was that she gave God all the credit for her success and everything that she has. But she comes from a place of dealing with losing a loved one, right? Losing a child. She comes from a place of that. Not only that, she talked about how she only had an eighth grade education, right? And many times we feel like I'm not educated enough. I don't have enough credentials behind my name. You know, I need to be on this level. And we're talking about a woman that had an eighth grade education, but I think they said there's over 2,000 Annie Ann pretzel stores. I mean, if you go to any mall, you'll see Annie Ann pretzels in that mall, right? All over the world, right? Anywhere you go, you're going to see that. But we're talking about a woman that, like I said, she stated, I mean, I'm just telling you her story, right? She said, I only had an eighth grade education. So how do you get from an eighth grade education to having over 2,000 stores all over the world, right? And one of those is, of course, connecting with others. And that's why I'm stressing this in this video on tonight. But she had an amazing story. We got a chance to even meet her, and I've shared the pictures on this platform of me and my wife with her. Of course, we were able to get her books as well. But yeah, so everybody's got a story, and everybody that spoke, they talked about how they came from a point of failure, right? And to get to where they're at. So if you're feeling like, things are not working, I feel like a failure, everybody's been there, right? But it's important that we not give up. But again, the importance that I'm stressing in this video is that you get the support that you need and join some communities and some groups, whether it be online, offline, LinkedIn, Facebook, all of these platforms have groups that you can join. Many of them you can join for free. But again, these are groups that speak the language that you're speaking, and these will be the people that give you that inspiration, that give you that encouragement, that give you that boost that you need when you feel like things aren't working, or you feel like you need that help. Right. So let me get to some comments, because again, I'm doing this this is my first time doing a live on the YouTube app. So this is my first time doing this. So this is new to me, but I also have it up on my screen over here. And actually, I need some technology upgrades. So y'all pray for 24-hour boss that some doors get open and some and some goodness come my way, because I need some upgrades. But I want to thank, Mr. Raphael Roker and Michael Flemings. Thank you all for being here. Let me type this in. Appreciate you all being here. If I can type. So yeah, but that's what I wanted to talk about on tonight. And I just wanted to share that because I had been pondering that. But again, after having that conference that I had, that was really a good conference, and the inspiration or encouragement, I'll say, that I needed. Because again, there are times where you feel like, man, I need to revamp things. I need to redo some things. And I know we all get there, right? Where we may need to regroup and change some things up, and maybe strategize or re-strategize and figure out what's working, what's not working, and maybe trim some things, cut some things out over here, and do some things over here. So we all get there, and we all get to that point where we feel like that. But again, joining groups, going to conferences, going and getting on webinars, these things are helpful and they're vital, because again, you'll get the support and inspiration sometimes that you need when you feel like you're all alone, and you just feel like what am I doing out here? Why do I feel like I'm on this train or this bus all by myself? I got to the airport was full, but when I got on this airplane, nobody is on this ride but me, right? So we get there. So getting in these communities and joining will be helpful. So I encourage you to find some groups online even offline, that are speaking your language, you know, talking what you talk, do what you do, so that you'll get the support that you need, so that you don't feel all alone, and so that you can get to the next phase in your journey. So again, I want to thank you all for being here for this impromptu live, right? This was an impromptu. So I just made a few notes and then said, hey, I'm just going to wing it and go with it. And yeah, this is a little different. Like I said, I normally go live on my laptop on a different application, but this is YouTube. So I'll probably do this again, I'm sure. But hey, I want to thank those who were able to join. Mr. Raphael Roker and Mr. Michael Flemings. Thank you for being here. So I don't know, I don't know when my next live will be, but I do plan to have more, of course. Interviews definitely coming up. I've been trying to work on some things behind the scenes. I'm actually working on trying to build. I've been talking about community, trying to build a community, right? And it's like it's difficult. It's not difficult, but you look at these different platforms and it's like, man, here's another platform that I got to learn, try to build. You know, you got your Facebook, right? You got your Instagram, and you got these communities that you built up, and then you have others where it's like, well, maybe this one will be a lot better, right? And you're doing all this research. And so it's like, you know, you question, should I try to build the community through this platform? Because it has a lot of great features. And so that's kind of what I've been working on. I want to kind of build a community where it's a lot more interactive. I mean, Facebook is okay, but of course, Facebook has its limitations. I think sometimes Facebook can sometimes, you know, they could be a little, I don't know what's the word, overbearing, you know, with some of their policies and processes. So I'm looking at other platforms to try to build a community on. And you know, you just wonder, how big can I get this community? And if I do get this community bigger, will I leave it there, or will I try to put it on another platform? So those are the things that, you know, I'm kind of faced with and pondering and think about. However, as I digress, again, I want to thank you all for being here. Mr. Raphael, Mr. Michael, thank you all for your comments, for your support. I do appreciate it. And for any of those others watching, or for those that come back and watch this later, hey, I want to thank you for watching. Again, if you haven't liked the video, go ahead and like the video so that our channel can get the support and get discovered by others out there who are just like you. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that we can continue to build the 24-Hour Boss platform. So thank you all again. I hope you had a great day on today. I pray that you have a rest of I pray that you have a blessed week for the rest of the week. So thank you all for tuning in, and hey, we'll catch you all in the next video. Take care.